Good morning, Internet. So, today I'm doing something a little different. I decided to film myself trying to do some fixes on my Superlight. Now, any of you who know the Superlight will know that this particular thing here, this rear end, breaks on an almost continual basis. It's made out of some really cheap plastic, and I've replaced this once already, and it's a real pain. So in short, and you'll see this as I go into more detail, but basically these end bits here, this is actually a solid piece of plastic, and the wiring goes all the way through the back here, all the way under the seat, and basically in there. So to replace it, you've got to actually take the seat off, take this whole back piece off, to get to the wiring, and it's an absolute nightmare. So last time I actually got a bike shop to do it for me, but in the spirit of independence and wanting to do stuff myself, which is partly why I got this bike, because it's a really simple thing. There's no fuel injection, there's no complicated electronics or anything like that. So this is something which I really feel like I ought to be able to do myself. Now, the other thing that I want to do in this change that I'm going to make, the other thing that I want to do is eventually change the whole back end and the front to LEDs, which I'll get to at some point. So let me take you through what we're going to use to do this. Right, so starting out, you'll need a toolbox. Now I've got these little electrical connector thingies that I'm going to use to cut the wires and then reconnect them using these, so that in future it'll be easier to just remove. So we've got these end bits, and these come in fours, threes. Over here we've got some sticky bit things, which I might use to put things in place. These comes in twos as well, and then also these are the little connector bits there. So you see I'm very organized, and these are also really important things, as you'll see as we go through the process. The other thing which you will need, open this up. The other thing which you will need for this is taking this off. Right, you're gonna need a good ratchet set and a wire stripper and this particular piece. Now, this is actually quite easy to get on the internet. The only thing is it's plastic. It's really, really cheap plastic. So it's 50 quid for basically a bit of molded plastic, and this is the bit that cracks, because you literally just need to walk past the rear end of your bike, and this thing cracks. And of course people, you know, they come past, they walk past your bike, you park next to another bike, and it's really easy to bump your leg into that. Also, if like me, you occasionally drop your bike, which does happen, then they break. Literally just got to look at the damn things and they break. Just some of the other stuff that I've done on the bike while I'm at it. So I've got these little pannier pack things at the back, nice little ones, pretty cool. The other thing which I did is I added this little USB thing as well. That was quite easy to do. And then obviously my cradle thing for my phone. As you can see, it's been raining a bit where I am, but this is England, so it's always moist and damp here. Finally, the last thing which you will need is a really good cup of coffee. So don't forget to get one of those. Cheers. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this in one take. So obviously you're going to see the edited bit at the end, but I hope to be able to do this all by myself with no problems. So you're not going to know necessarily if I succeeded in doing this all myself, because if I fail, I'm not sharing this. Right, let's get started. I forgot to mention, this is my trusty toolkit that I pretty much take with me everywhere I go. So it's quite good for the bits and pieces to have with you in a pinch. I've used it a couple of times and I've been grateful to have it. So I suggest you have something like this, and that's actually how I ended up getting the little side bags, just so I've got somewhere to keep this, because there's absolutely no storage on this bike at all. Right, step one, remove all of this crap. So this is basically what I'm talking about. You see in there, you can see that the lights are very good. But yeah, this thing breaks on a fairly regular basis. Real pain. Right, once we've got that off, the next thing is, actually, didn't need to take the whole time. Go. This is the really irritating fiddly bit, as you've got to get in behind here. There is the thing. solid bit of plastic, and this thing breaks, this shaft here, absolute nightmare. And you can see here that this cable goes all the way. This is the one I was talking about. This goes all the way under the seat, so it's a real pain to change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these and then reconnect them. That's the plan, and then hopefully it should make it easier either to replace this in the future, which is probably quite likely, or swap out to something different. So let's go. Hello kid. It's Cosmo. Cosmo kid. Always helpful. You see that? Really friggin' unhelpful. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one of these first. Probably this one from the broken side. Just to make sure I haven't screwed everything up royally. So let's do that. Okay. Push, push. Right. Well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one first so that I can get this out of the way. Right, well, here goes nothing. Now, I'm just going to make sure I leave enough both sides so that I can connect to it nicely when I'm done. Here goes nothing. Boom. That's done. Right. Now, I'm actually going to leave all of this on because that's the other weakness in these things, is the cracks here. But you can see this is solid plastic all the way through into the wiring at the back of the light. So, yeah, you're literally changing this pain in the backside.
sunshine down. I feel the 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 sunshine down. Sunshine down. I feel the sunshine down.
Oh, these are big leaps of faith.
Sunshine down. I feel the 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 sunshine down.
Right, so quick update, and this is where we are. We've got these guys all connected here, and one of those there and there. So basically that's going to plug in there and the hot plug. These things are a bit tricky. Don't know if you can see in there. I had a real nightmare with this one. So they're a bit fiddly, but you do get there in the end. Did have one accident, lost my coffee. Very, very disappointed about that. Otherwise, going fine. Well, there you have it, guys. I hope you find that useful. If you liked the content, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell notification if you would like to be kept up to date with new stuff that I load. Any comments down below would be helpful, and yeah, see you next time. Take care.